The gold standard and most reliable form of blood vessel for vascular access for hemodialysis is the fistula. A fistula is a surgically created connection between an artery and a vein, usually in the forearm, designed to create a high-flow, durable blood vessel for hemodialysis. But we can see that there are problems with the current form of treatment according to the National Kidney Federation, who state, unfortunately, we can't make a fistula for everyone. There must be a suitably sized vein and artery in the arm, and we work this out by examining your arm and mapping the arteries and veins with ultrasound. In some people, the vein or artery in the arm is not big enough for a fistula. And so the major problem with the fistula is that there's a high failure rate, in particular with female patients. It can take months before the fistula is actually ready. And this is exactly where Humacyte plan to step in. The Symvess HUMA is designed to be an off-the-shelf bioengineered vessel that can be implanted into patients without them needing to rely on their own veins. Essentially, it means that Symvess can be used immediately for patients whose veins are too fragile or weak in order for a fistula to be installed. And so Humacyte's Symvess product is targeting a gap where current options don't work. And this could be a significant portion of dialysis patients. And so looking at Humacyte's plan to submit a supplemental BLA in the second half of 2026, for the dialysis AV access indication for Humacyte Symvess. Early phase 3 VO77 data showed promising results. But like I was saying, the major milestone is this data readout, the VO12 top-line interim results, which are expected to be reported by early June 2026. And so Fresenius Medical Care will be watching these developments closely. We can see right here on Simply Wall Street that Fresenius hold just under 10% of Humacyte. And so this 10% stake that Fresenius hold in Humacyte highlights the strategic interest in Symvess as a potential transformative solution for these dialysis patients that don't necessarily qualify for a fistula. Fresenius Medical Care is the world's leading provider of products and services for people with chronic kidney failure, of which around 4.5 million patients worldwide regularly undergo dialysis treatment. They offer products and services along the entire dialysis value chain from a single source, providing services in dialysis centers around the world, in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America. And so this is where the opportunity really lies with Humacyte's Symvess product. If Symvess is approved for the dialysis indication, it would open up a massive global market opportunity for Humacyte. This is why the VO12 top-line interim results expected to be reported in early June 2026 are so critical. It would pave the way for this BLA submission to the FDA, and Humacyte have confirmed a planned BLA filing for the ATEV in a hemodialysis indication in the second half of 2026. This would bring them one step closer to an FDA approval for the dialysis indication. But the critical thing that we're really looking at in these data readouts is demonstration that the Symvess product is a significant improvement on current treatments or current methods, notably the fistula, for dialysis patients.